Ben Richards wakes up handcuffed, bruised, and furious. In this city, entertainment is everything, and the most popular show is death itself. Ben is a former paramedic trying to stay out of trouble, but when a protest turns chaotic, the system blames him. Instead of prison, he's sentenced to something far worse: a brutal live television show called The Running Man, where contestants must run for their lives while hunters track them down for the world to watch. The Running Man is more than a show. It's the government's favorite spectacle, a massive live broadcast where criminals are turned into entertainment. The smiling face of the program is Damon Kress, a former action star who now hosts the show with flashy charisma and ruthless confidence. Behind the scenes is producer Mira Voss, a corporate mastermind who treats human lives like numbers on a spreadsheet. To the public, the show represents justice. But behind the bright lights and roaring crowds lies a corrupt system designed to manipulate the truth. Ben's entry into the game is loud and public. The producers reveal his location across the city like a prize target. Drones hover overhead while giant billboards broadcast his movements live. Ben quickly realizes he isn't the only contestant. Some competitors are hardened criminals, while others are simply desperate people caught in the system. Among them is a frightened young man named Mateo, who clearly isn't ready for the violence ahead. Almost immediately, the hunt begins. Highly trained hunters, celebrities in their own right, are released into the city to chase the contestants. Their mission is simple: capture or kill, all while entertaining millions of viewers watching from home. The streets become a giant arena filled with traps, cameras, and hidden obstacles. Ben runs through crowded neighborhoods, dodging drones and security patrols as the show's commentators gleefully narrate every moment. Unlike many contestants, Ben refuses to become a monster just to survive. With his background as a paramedic, he stops to help injured civilians and even other contestants. It's a risky decision in a game where compassion can get you killed. But something unexpected begins to happen. People watching the broadcast start to see Ben as more than a criminal. They begin calling him the Everyman Runner, a symbol of resistance against the brutal system. As Ben navigates deeper into the city, he begins to uncover disturbing secrets about the show itself. Hidden footage reveals that many previous seasons were manipulated. Contestants were edited into villains or heroes depending on what would boost ratings. Some winners were chosen in advance, while others were eliminated simply for dramatic effect. The Running Man isn't justice. It's carefully scripted chaos, determined to expose the truth. Ben forms a small alliance. Mateo joins him, hoping to redeem himself after nearly betraying the group earlier. They're also helped by Lena, a former stage technician who knows the hidden roots behind the show's massive set. And finally, there's Harper, a rogue journalist who has spent years trying to expose the network's corruption. Together, they form a dangerous plan: hijack the live broadcast and reveal the truth to the entire city. Their chance comes during one of the show's biggest events, a massive corporate festival built around the Running Man broadcast. Ben sneaks into the event disguised as a stagehand while the city celebrates the deadly game. Fireworks explode, music blasts, and thousands of spectators cheer, unaware of the darker secrets behind the spectacle. But waiting for Ben at the top of the broadcast tower is one of the show's most feared hunters. The hunter is Ajax, a former soldier turned media superstar. Their fight on the tower is brutal and chaotic. Using quick thinking and the chaos of the festival, Ben manages to sabotage the broadcast equipment and seize control of the live feed. When the broadcast switches to Ben's signal, millions of viewers suddenly see the truth. Hidden footage of producers ordering assassinations, fabricated crimes, and manipulated storylines floods the screens. The illusion of justice collapses instantly. Across the city, people stop what they're doing as the truth spreads like wildfire. The government responds immediately. Security forces storm the tower in an attempt to silence Ben and regain control of the broadcast. Explosions echo through the building as chaos erupts both on the streets and online. For the first time, the system's carefully controlled narrative begins to crumble. In the middle of the chaos, Ben faces one final decision. He can escape and disappear, or stay long enough to make sure the truth reaches everyone. Choosing the harder path, he uploads hundreds of files exposing the entire system before disappearing into the city. The regime doesn't fall overnight, but something has changed. Protests begin spreading through neighborhoods as sponsors abandon the show. Ben becomes a symbol of resistance, not a perfect hero, but proof that even one person can disrupt a corrupt system. And somewhere in the city, the running man is still running, but now the world is watching for a different reason.